Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. Welcome to Comic Book Streamland. I am your host for the evening, JD Rosario from Unstoppable Comics. I'm hanging out with a couple of the guys. We're going to be talking about comics tonight, movies, and a few other things that may tickle our fancy. Joining me tonight is Ray Jameson, JD Calderon, and Tom Hutchison. We are live, rocking and rolling. It is Friday night, January 23rd. All right, what's up, Granda? How we doing, brother? Last week, we had a great time giving away a whole bunch of shit. And tonight, I'm going to be giving away stuff again. All right. Our winner for the show was Brad Arney. I hope you've been getting your stuff, bro. I know Calderon, I gotta take care of your shipping. Yeah, because I lost the bet because of Ray. Thanks, Ray.
Apologies.
Tonight, to save on some of that stuff, we're gonna be giving away digital copies.
Darn.
Of New York versus the World #1.
Stepping on Ray's methodology here.
Yeah, man.
No, because you know what? We had a couple of international guys last week. And I want to make sure that they get a chance to win something. So yes, we're going to be doing tonight digital copies of New York versus the World for just one lucky person in the comment section. All right.
Well, okay, and
what's up?
Same winner, Gosse number 2, Antoinette number 1.
There we go. So
we'll be sending it to JD so he can mail it out.
real paper copies.
You want to give away the real paper copies?
Floppy time.
You're willing to go international for the
floppy.
Okay. So we got 3 people so far in the chat. All right, who chimed in? We got William, Granda, and Ray. Let's get that going, people. We got 17 people in the watching us right now. Come on.
Hashtag Laser Blast. It's happening. Calderon, do you see it? It's happening.
Laser Blast is not happening.
That was on my to-do list. I forgot.
I think we're just gonna have to seek it out and get that IP.
I think so.
I think we're just gonna have to seek that out and get that IP. I think we're gonna have to flesh that out.
We're gonna need the Critter Laser Blast crossover.
There you go. We could do the Oswald Critter Laser Blast crossover.
Okay. What is this gonna be? Defenders of the Earth? Come on, guys. Come on.
Could be.
Couldn't be worse than Defenders of the Earth. I mean,
It was bad. It was a King's feature.
Yeah.
Was that was like the first United Avengers thing, right? No.
As far as like on TV, maybe,
right? Because none of those things had been together. Did the Defenders?
Well, no, it wasn't really, because they used to have Laugh Olympics and that kind of stuff, and put all the Hanna-Barbera guys together.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So if you want to get real deep,
what was the racing car one?
Yeah, the Wacky Races.
Wacky Races. Right, but that was
their own characters though. Yeah.
I
remember Wacky Races.
Yeah.
Pushing the limits of my memory, but I do remember that one.
Laugh Olympics. Right.
Laugh Olympics was like back in the day when they used to do like Circus of the Stars on TV.
Right.
So they were like, well, let's do Circus of the Stars, but it's like, Blue Falcon and the Flintstones are hanging out together, that kind of stuff, and competing in Olympic events.
It was the Really Rottens, it was the Scooby Doobies, and it was the what was the Yogi Bear group called?
I don't know.
Yogi Boga?
I don't know.
But
don't know.
Really Rottens only one time. But okay. So King's Features, Laugh Olympics, Jetsons and Flintstones had a crossover, but it wasn't like they were teamed up. All right. But we got 7 people watching us live right now, guys. All you got to do is just drop a chat in the comments, say what's up, and you may be eligible to win 2 digital copies of New York versus the World, a copy of Goth Day and Antoinette number 2. Well, Calderon's not sweetening the pot. Wow.
I'm thinking
Is
about
he waiting on me this time? I'll send in my 2 issues of the Madcaps again. If that
way to go. 2 issues of, so that's 6 books right off the bat, folks. All you gotta do is see what's up in the comment section.
And I'll throw in the first 3 issues. Well, the 3 issues of Mad Dad's Grace 1 through 3 PDF.
Look at
digital.
That's 9 books.
Lorraine Lorraine doesn't get the $6. Lorraine.
Look, I haven't even had my books picked up to be shipped yet.
No, I'm just going to give you the money. You're going to ship it on your own, buddy.
No, what are you talking about? This, I can just give it to you. You work at the.
It's not just the money; it's the time, it's the effort.
Yeah. All you got to do, I'll give you the dough. You just got to ship it out. That's all you got to do, baby. That's all you got to do. All right.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, it's okay.
Oh my God, Lorraine's gonna be like the paper boy in Better Off Dead. Where's my $2? She's gonna show up everywhere, man. Yep. Take it from your brother-in-law, Lorraine. No, you'll get it from him. All right. But thank you everybody who is watching us tonight. We're hanging out and we're gonna be talking about something that I think has become a lost art in independent comic book publishing. And that's the pitch. Pitching your book. Right? I mean, I see people promote who's doing the covers on their book. You know what? But they're never talking about the story, what it's about, right? They're like, oh, I got this person. I got that person. But what's it about? Can you tell me? Can you land me in 30 seconds or less? Right? Are you guys noticing that at all or no?
All right. But that's a face-to-face thing, right? Like when you're promoting a Kickstarter or whatever on, and you're just posting for your social media. I've seen people like drop a sentence or two, like, "Oh, this character does a thing in the supernatural and whatever," right? But then really, the thing is here. So here's the thing: most of your buyers are already in, so it doesn't matter that you tell them anymore. So the real unique sort of skill set is to get somebody new in. There's 2 ways to do it. One is you use a cover artist that they're familiar with, and they're like, "Oh, I know that guy. I'll buy that book." Hopefully, and then the other is literally telling people about what the book is, what the story is about. However, when you're talking about social media, nobody reads shit. So you can really, the only way to sort of get it across in a way that people would be like, oh, okay, is on your image, you got to have what it is, and then you got to have a tagline, the cat girl superhero from the future goes crazy, whatever it is. Okay. Because that's all anybody reads. Your caption, whatever you actually put as your caption, for your image, whatever's written in there, you can write whatever you want. Yeah, but 90% of people aren't even going to read it.
That's in the images. Like in today's world, right? You got everybody doing TikToks and reels and stories, right? But they're showing the books, which is cool, right? They're like, oh, look, I got New York versus World 1, I got New York versus World 2, X, Y, and Z. But they got enough time to capture a future reader, consumer, somebody that can land with a 30-second pitch of these reels.
No, sir. You have 8 seconds to land somebody before they scroll away. This is not a 30-second world anymore. You have 8 seconds. And that's what I'm saying, where the captions and words and stuff, that helps
the details
because of the visual element. Okay. Is as soon as they scroll onto your thing, what does it tell them? Because otherwise you have another 8 seconds before they go away.
Yeah, because I mean, to answer your question, the show question, right? Can you pitch your comic book in 30 seconds or less? Yeah. My answer is no.
You can't.
No. Because I never, because here's the thing, right? I never created my book within a construct where that was ever viable to me, right? Because I'm a pretentious ass, right? So
I cannot relate to that at all, JD.
So, I'm looking at a bigger picture, right? And this is a problem. I seriously had issues, like really, really encapsulating what Oswald was for the longest time, because I had such a grandiose picture. I mean, you got to understand, it consists of 44 stories, is in one story. How the flip do I put that all into one, into one 30-second soundbite? So what I started doing is I started focusing on the individual stories, right? So I have, like one story of, I don't know, On the Wings of Deidre, right? And I can say, okay, well, it's about a mother who lost her lover, right? Who eventually, but ended up with a child. And then when her lover returns, she finds out there's a horror that's involved, right? Like there are things like that. I can encapsulate in those single stories, right? I can, bring that together. But when you ask me the whole thing, no.
Yeah, but I think that's all you need is to be able to have that little nugget of like, this arc is about this thing. About this.
Yeah. It took me a minute to figure that out. I was killing myself. I was like, I'm on these shows. I'm like, what's the fucking book? I don't know. It's about this mouse, and he has magic, and he does this stuff, and he travels through dimensions, and he's killing people, and he's blowing up planet, and I don't know what he's doing though. Right,
bro. Like, you got the start there, right? You got to refine it. Like, okay, right. Well, I say Vicky Sticks, right? Mm-hmm. At Vicky Sticks, we're reinterpreting the Frankenstein's monster story. We're setting it in New York City with a female lead, but what she is now protects those other creatures that go bump in the night.
Right.
That's it.
But here's the thing, though. You came at it from a perspective of marketing it.
I came at it from a perspective of, sometimes I'm at a dinner party and they ask what I do. And when I say I write comics, that's all I got to capture them, right? Sometimes I'm in a bar or a restaurant and they can't hear me. So I've got a gap and I want to be able to get that clear, concise concept across.
Right.
In
like
that gap.
You made that concept with the idea of, you understand, I'm going to be able to pitch it like this. When it came down to something like Oswald, it never occurred to me to try to come up with something like that. It was just, I'm just writing just for the sake of writing, and I'm just enjoying myself and doing whatever I'm doing. I'm not trying to sell it. You understand? Because I've always said my first customer is myself, right? I already know I already know the batshit nuttiness is going on in my head, so I don't have to explain it to myself, right? So there it is. Okay. So I need at least 45 minutes. And I need the person to read the first 3 issues, and then I can sell it.
Okay, that's wow. There's a bunch of comments, but before I get to the comments, Ray, I want to ask you: are you able to pitch the Madcaps?
Yes, and there's a couple different ways to pitch it. The first one, Tom already pointed out, the art, who you're selling it, or who you're advertising to. You guys have already dabbled on the reels and the 8 seconds versus the 30 seconds. I just looked up my last Kickstarter. The trailer I had for that, it had over 70% of the views were right to the bitter end. And
that's really high, by the way.
Yes, it is. And it has to do with the start. So again, yes, 8 seconds. Those 8 seconds have to be so arguably good that I want to hear second number 10, number 12, second number 18. You hold them that long. It has to be unique enough and thought-provoking if you're going to go down the route of a trailer or a reel or something to that effect. The other one is, if you can, like, I've read some of the Oswald Chronicles, and one of my favorite things, if I had to summarize it, it's imagine a mouse that defends New York from lots of monsters and gets stronger as it slays them. That would be, I mean, if I said that, people get a gist of, well, that's unique. I would definitely.
There you go. I like that.
Look at that. Would that be a very broad, but in the right ballpark of a decent pitch?
Yes. But here's the thing with that, though. I prefer him pitching it because that's always a stronger catch than me pitching it.
I've got a guy I work with. He makes this really funny remark. He says, hardworking guy coming through. Don't believe me? Ask me. I'll tell you. And that's kind of what you're saying. I sound pretentious when I'm like, my stuff's awesome because I say so. Right. That's the other thing is word of mouth. You have to have other people being able to have a voice for you. This is like I do reviews for comics. You all guys all know this, and I try to help out the rest of the community for that specific reason. If you don't believe what the person's trying to advertise you, here's a third party opinion of it, kind of thing. But that is, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, I'm going to tell you this, because on that same side of that coin, I have found at cons that having that bit of pretentiousness is almost refreshing to people, because we live in this world of just everybody's quiet and no one wants to rock the boat, and no one wants to say the wrong thing.
Fuck that.
And
you need to be
that's what I'm saying.
Person.
So for me, particularly, it starts with Critter, right? Because I have second best superhero comic book in the universe at the top of the book, right? And so that's a great icebreaker. People ask, oh, well, so who's like, what's the best, right? Yeah. And I say, well, whatever you think is the best is the best. I have no problem with that thought process. But after that, we're second best, period, end of story. And they were like, well, if I like Marvel, though, isn't DC second best? And I go, absolutely not. And you can see it in their eyes, like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? How can he say this? And it's an engagement sort of element where they're like, this guy is serious, I think, you know.
And that's the other point, just to add to that, because you're saying it, but just to summarize your point there, you're not just selling the book. I want to know the brain that is making this story.
Yeah.
You're selling yourself. You're selling your personality. Yeah. All of that package. It isn't just the story; it's the person behind it.
Yeah, right? We're in a creator economy, so it's not just that you made a product. It's okay, but who are you, and what? So why do I care? And that's why, like, another great example for cons, right? Is I used to go in and I used to wear Big Dog Ink shirts all the time, like this, right? And that's fine. You're branding yourself. You're branding the people at your booth. Like, okay, it's the Big Dog booth, great. But what I found was, on days that I didn't wear that, I would wear like a Godzilla shirt or a Jaws shirt or something. I would connect with the people coming by. If they don't know what they're looking at, but they see Jaws on my shirt, they'll go, oh, great, you know, great shirt, love that movie. And I'll be like, oh yeah, love this movie. This is so great. You should like see what we have here. And they're like, well, if he likes Jaws and I like Jaws and he's making something, maybe there's something on this table that I'll like. So it's a weird sort of counterintuitive marketing to sort of attach yourself to something.
That's the second layer, right, of delivering the pitch. And it's reading the person you're pitching, right?
The audience.
We're going to touch on that, but what I want to do is touch on the people that are chiming in the comments first. Okay. So we got James Burton. Evening, gentlemen. Good topic. Way to be, James. Thank you for joining us. Jumpy, promote my comic in less than 30 seconds. We will. Coming back. Hey, I do comics. You like comics. You have money. I need money. Give me your money and I'll give you my comic. Okay. That's the Calderon way, I think, of selling it. Because Daphne's going to talk about that. James Burton, challenge to be concise. Got to do it visually and in tagline, 2 sentences. Okay. At least he admits it. Okay. Jose's pitch is by the fucking book. Yes.
I've been my pitch for a while.
That doesn't always work. I'm just saying. All right.
It's worked.
Okay. All right. Hey, that's your jam. I'm not going to yuck your yum. All right. All writers start that way. It takes a skill to get there. That's right. Granda, Moonlight Galactica is a thrilling adventure inspired by the love for 80s movies and comics, featuring badass, resourceful heroines who can take on anything.
Okay, but hold on a second. Multiple things are wrong with this. One, I'm going to tell you from a personal standpoint. I hate anyone who pitches me anything that tells me it's thrilling or adventurous or exciting. I will decide those things if I buy your book.
He refines it.
Yeah, you got to bring that now. But also, there's nothing in that particular pitch right there
that tells me what the book is
that
about.
tells me anything.
Right. He refines it. Okay. All right, we're gonna get to that. All right, Daphne.
Okay. I'm gonna judge each one of them.
Okay.
We'll see if he pulls it together.
He does. All right. Hey, we're up right now. We got 23 people watching us live.
Nice.
Shoot a message in the comments. Let us know that you're watching. Let us know that you're in the room with us. Just say what's up, and you may get a chance to win a whole bunch of digital stuff.
Hashtag Laser Blast.
Hashtag no Laser Blast. All right. Moonlight Galactic is a young, determined, and skilled member of the Galactic Operations Space Exploration Corps. Meet her as she embarks on a mission to unravel the mystery of an abandoned ship. Okay.
A little better.
So better. There's no thrilling or adventurous. Well, there's young, determined. That's terrible. Young, determined, and skilled. I don't want any of that. Take all that out. Don't want that. That should be an obvious.
She's a young, skilled member of the Galactic Operations Force.
I don't want any of that. Just a member of the Galactic Operations. If the young is a key part, right? Like, let's say she's a teenager or something, then key in on that piece and tell us that part. Determined and skilled is irrelevant. We don't need that stuff. But this is better. I do like that one.
Go back to that, JD, because I think a refinement of the last sentence says it all. So, Moonlight Galactica embarks on a mission to unravel the mystery of an abandoned ship. I think that's a half decent pitch. In one sentence, I think that's great.
Okay. And that's a book that I know he's working on. It's going to be coming out soon, so I can't wait to see it. All right, Jabby, come back. Sal Calderon's comics, and as long as you read, we have Mice, Mysticism.
Maybe.
I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. All right. I'm picking up what you're putting down. And from time to time, boobs. Now give me your money. If you're seeking an exciting and adventurous escape through dark corridors of an abandoned spaceship filled with the thrill of discovery, Moonlight Galactica is the
way too many fucking words. But you could take that one and kind of take Ray's advice on the previous one and combine those, and you'd have a really nice. Yeah, you'd have a really nice.
Yeah, I think he's got all the points, just with a little refinement. I think that's really good.
Yes.
We'll bring you on, Granda. You know the door's open for you, baby. Don't worry, we'll bring you in. All right, brother. Here we go. He comes back. Join our heroine as she navigates this captivating story, blending the best elements of classic, retro, and sci-fi for a ride you won't forget.
So you lost all the details there.
Yeah.
I like the idea of the abandoned ship and one.
I like
to figure it out.
I'm feeling 3.
It's like Dead Space.
2
Dead
and 3,
Space, or of course Alien, the first movie. I feel that, and who doesn't like an intimate, scary, close quarters?
Okay.
2 and 3. Go into 2 and 3 and Tetris it, and I think you'll find something in there.
Yeah, Glenn. Hi all right. So she makes 9 commenters of the 23 people currently watching. Come on, folks. Let us know you're in the room. Granda. All right, come back. It's Flash Gordon meets Barbarella meets Alien meets Die Hard in space.
So this is an interesting place to stop here, because this is reading your audience, right? So if you give them the pitch, it's this chick in the alien ship and she's out in the space and and you get sort of a so what sort of thing. That's where you go here. This is where you connect and go, well, it's kind of like Flash Gordon with a little bit of Barbarella and some Die Hard, and we go in space. That's where, and then again, you'll see the look again. If they connect to any of those pieces, that's where you dive hard. If they're like, ooh, I like Barbarella, you go hard into the Barbarella elements of your story and
soundbite
and sell it to them. Yeah.
Where you're trying to grab those quick reference points, right?
Yep.
See if you're sparking anything there. All right, come back to Daphne. Daphne says, if you can make them laugh, you're golden. Way to be. All right. Jose's best pitch is his $1 money back guarantee. Yeah. I don't know, kid. He's asking me for 6.
No. I there was a time at shows I had a book. It was a digest-sized book of the first issue of Tiazo Chronicles.
Okay.
And I told everyone they would come by. I would print those books cheap. They would cost me like 25 cents to print them. And I have stacks of them. And I would tell everybody, I said, listen, the book's $1, right? It's an introduction book. It's the very first origin story. It's My First Day for Oswald. And I would say, it's $1. And it comes with a money back guarantee. So if you don't like it, bring it back. I'll give you back your $1 so long as you bring it back in the same condition I sell it to you. Okay. And it worked. It worked every time. I got a nice little chuckle out of them. And I had one kid bring the book back because he needed the $1 to complete $10 to buy one of my trades.
Nice.
Oh, that was cool.
Oh, that's just an upsell right there.
Yep. Done.
There you go. All right. The superpower in art is not giving a fuck. Be brave, be bold, and never apologize for your art. There you go.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Sell Jay's Comics. Shepard Ramirez did colors for this. Get in the line and prepare your $. Well, that's me being cocky and arrogant. Yes, I can do that. I have no problem doing it. No touching, says Daphne. I don't know where we went to. for that. Oh, Anthony's up. Hey, what's up, brother? All right, so that makes 10 people so far who've commented of the 23 people that are still watching. All right, we're holding on 23. I like that. All right. Greenland Burks, thanks for coming back, man. You've been chiming in a lot with us. Appreciate you hanging with us. Hashtag Laser Blast. You know what? I take that back. You referenced Laser Blast first, Greenland.
I love how he actually went out of the way to spell hashtag, which just makes it more authentic to me.
That's almost like a new product. Hashtag.
Yeah. Like
my pet peeve are pitches that tell me how I'm supposed to feel about their book. It's cool. You'll love it. Okay. 30 seconds is a long time. The elevators in Manhattan make lots of stops. So, that's what I'm averaging it on there, brother. Okay. Strong female character. Way to go. David Flynn is watching. What's up, David? That's 11 people who've chimed in tonight. Way to go, David. Thank you, bud. All right. Remember, if you're watching, all you got to do is chime in on the chat just once, and you get a shot to win 2 digital copies. New York versus the World #1 and 2. Goth Day, Antoinette, Madcaps 1 and 2. And Calderon, what did you say you were dropping in the bucket?
What? Dreamweavers.
Dreamweavers. That's 8 books. 8 digital books. All you gotta do is say what's up.
Oh, wait. No, this package was Magi's Grace 1 through 2 digital.
9 digital books. That's what you gotta do. Wait a minute.
I want to make a story about half dozen chickens, and we'll call it $6. But
that is a dad joke. That's terrible, bro.
Sorry, I got 3 little ones, so it seeps out once in a while. I apologize.
Remember, they won't always be that little, and they won't always take that type of abuse from you.
It's cold. It's 49 degrees Fahrenheit. Ray said so. You got
right now with wind chill. It is -38 in Fahrenheit right now.
That's crazy.
Damn it. All right, we got a lot of people chiming in though. Thank you all for hanging with us. All right, Daphne, stop using words like thrilling, exciting, etc. I'll be the judge of that. Don't tell me how to feel. All right. I'm always open to suggestions. That's what it's about, bro. Listen, nobody's trying to shit on anybody at all. We all know how hard it is to make comic books. All right. And you don't have to use any of the stuff that we're talking about, right? You cherry pick what you think can work for you. And if not, toss it. Don't worry about it, right? Find a way to refine it. I just want you to feel comfortable making your books, right? Because I want to read them. All right, JD takes more time to pitch than 30 seconds. Thanks, babe. Thanks. Always the ones that love you the most that just cut you the deepest. All right. Your story has to earn those adjectives. Way to be. All right. Champa has the best pitch for a funny book. All right, for a funny comic.
That's where all the quotes come in too. Like that's where famous person says this about this story. You would put that on the cover or somewhere in a poster advertising it or something like that. They would say thrilling, but kind of to go on what Mr. Calderon was saying, it doesn't make sense to say it yourself.
You just called him Mr. Calderon. Maybe.
Well, there's 2 JDs here, and it drives me nuts. I don't know. I'm going to say JDR and JDC or something like that.
Yeah, you could go J and JD. I'm J.
Okay. All right. I could do that.
That's fine. Here we go. Greenland Burks. All right. I always feel like I might be insulting the artist by comparing their work to something more well-known. Okay. And we're going to hang out here for a minute. We're going to stop with this one. Pitch me Laser Blast. All right. We'll go around the room. And we'll pitch Laser Blast. All right, since that is the joke that everyone loves, and these guys are going to try to get the license. Ray, if you haven't seen it, don't worry about it.
I can give you a pitch, even though I haven't seen it. How about I go first because it will be
my pitch? Well, no, I'm going to stop you all right here.
Oh, really?
Because
okay,
I pitched this movie without even pitching it, and it is now traveling through the internet at speeds it has not seen since 1978. And all I did, this was the pitch, right? When I started talking about this, all I did was say, does anybody know what the hell laser blast is?
Uh-huh.
That was the pitch. And all of a sudden, everybody was like, what the fuck is that? And they started looking, and people have found it, and we keep talking about it, and now it comes back. So your pitch should be, what the fuck is Oswald the Mouse? That's your pitch.
Who is Harry Crumb?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Give your pitch. Ray, let me hear you pitch your version of Laser Blast.
Laser Blast. It's so bad, you will refuse being able to not hate it.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Gotta watch it.
Calderon, where you going with this one?
All right. If you like 70s science fiction, low budget gore cinema, this might be for you. There you go.
There was gore in that movie?
Yeah,
Listen,
I mean,
you asked me to pitch it. You didn't tell me to say the truth.
That's a fair point. Yeah, but it does melt into his chest. I mean, there is some stuff going
Some
on.
cauterization, at least.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. A 1970s visually inept science
Visually
fiction movie.
thrilling and emotionally disturbing.
No, I didn't say thrilling. I'm going with what Daphne says, okay? I'm trying to apply some of this. She's throwing gems in the comments, all right? So, a 1970s visually inept science fiction movie that mixed the worst of special effects and the worst of claymation with that lucrative 1970s porn lighting without the bada bings wrapped into it to
lucrative porn lighting.
Yeah, because they spend no money on it. I mean,
lighting.
if there was any lighting,
it's a really interesting phrase. Lucrative porn
lighting.
Lighting.
Yeah, I don't know if we like it. You just said interesting.
He just said it 3 times. He's got to like it.
I'm putting it on a shirt. I'm going to put it on a shirt.
Yeah, boy. See, me and Tom making money with these fucking shirts, bro. That will not only bore you, but make you so depressed that you lost the time. You will hate the people who suggested you watch it. That's Laser Blast.
But no one, here's the thing. No one has ever suggested that you watch this movie.
Both of you told me, hey, Jay, watch Laser Blast.
It's false. Amazon. It's false. I literally told you my pitch. I said, hey, anybody here remember Laser Blast? And everybody said no. And I was like, all right.
That's not true. I was the only person who knew it.
And then you said, Jay, you got to watch it.
No.
All right? It may not have been your opening line, but it was in there.
No.
It was in there. 100%. Listen. The guys in the comments are here. No. They're chiming in. All right.
No.
William, we're gonna leave Laser Blast to the side. Green Lantern Burks, bro. Hashtag no Laser Blast. No Laser Blast, bro. All right.
We are gonna single-handedly revive this franchise, and suddenly, because it's like gonna have its 50th anniversary in a couple of years, we're gonna suddenly see like Netflix Laser Blast, remake is like on the table, and they're gonna owe money.
Listen,
hey, you've never seen Breaking Bad?
Oh, chill out with the break. Hold on. What do you mean? Oh, come on. I mean, Evening Jets. When is JD finally watching Breaking Bad? Friday stream spectacular. Ain't gonna happen, my brother. All right. We've got 29 people.
Listen, hold it. Now let's get this straight for a second. JD Rosario watched Laser Blast, but will not watch Breaking Bad.
And also watched The Acolyte.
You listen. I want to watch The Acolyte too. Here's the thing. Everybody's told me that Vince Gilligan's Breaking Bad was it, right? It's a jam. So many people have hyped it up that if I try to watch it, I'm just going to be let down. Excuse me.
You won't.
So I don't want to watch it. I can't.
I do get that. Listen, I'm the guy who's like anti-hype. So I totally get that.
Right.
And I went into it the same way. We weren't it wasn't done. I think it was like season 3 or maybe 4 was done when we started watching it. And I was like, oh, this is that thing everyone's talking about. And we just started watching it. And I was like, holy fuck, this is real.
Jay, the first season's like 6 episodes. Just watch that.
Yeah, they're not long.
You know what, I'm out.
Long
or you'll be like, hey, I'm in.
The question is do you like that type of TV?
No.
Right. See, that's the thing. Like, if you don't like that type, because I
There's
didn't
no light whips.
like it, but I did. I really ended up enjoying it. So
Right. Yeah, I don't like it when the drug stuff is romanticized like that. So
It is
it's
not
not.
romanticized
No,
in
no.
the
The
slightest.
tough thing, I understand the gray area you're talking about, Jay. The gray area isn't what you think. The gray area is, here's this person. The premise obviously is the guy he thinks he's going to kick the bucket. He wants to make a lot of money.
I know what the
But here's the thing.
Try to watch the first episode.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. The part is, when do you admit he's the bad guy? That's the thing. Nowhere does it romanticize the drug usage ever, never.
Yeah, the first season is lighter because you're in the premise of the setup of this is what this guy is doing. So the first season is a little bit lighter in that regard. But then as the story progresses and the characters evolve, it is a roller coaster of good guy, bad guy, left, right, where are we now, that I have never seen before in television. It consistently will take you in places you were not ready to go.
With like realistic expectations on repercussions.
Right.
Yeah, it's good, man.
To watch it. You guys are not pitching me Breaking Bad.
Well, I mean, I think one of the most interesting things about it is that, it speaks to American culture, right? Like the things that we go through as Americans, right? He's a school teacher, an excellent school teacher, who's a genius.
He's underachieving.
Who can't pay for his own cancer treatment. So he has to sell drugs to pay for his own cancer treatment. That's the premise of the story.
I understand.
And he's a chemist.
I understand. Yes.
So that's why he does it. I mean, and like I said, that as an American, this is some bullshit that people actually have to deal with.
Yes.
Right. And it's funny that the British, when they see this show, they don't understand it because they have free healthcare.
And can't that way to be.
Right.
Way to be right. Yes.
Right.
Yes. I
get
it. I get it. I do.
Canada has no drug dealers.
It's not. It
doesn't. None whatsoever.
It doesn't do it for me. All right. Here we go. All right.
They just do it because they like it in Canada. They don't worry about the cancer. They're just like, fuck it.
In all seriousness, there's a formula for justice. In a world where X happens, Florida Hero needs to get something done before something awful happens. Fill in with your specifics. Okay, it's something different. All right, you're trying to set up.
That's one archetype. That's not all of them.
Yeah,
but that is a legit one, though.
Here we go, Lorraine. Raise the bomb.
Right. Thank you.
All right,
thank you very much.
Oh, Rook City Writer. Okay, thanks for saying what's up, Rook. That's our third
Canadian. Hey, back the Mad Caps. We'll be showing that later. Join that link. Hit or not back. Follow. We're not live yet, but
minus 43 degrees. Excuse me, minus 43 Celsius here in Canada. Going to be minus 50 this weekend. I'm sorry, bro.
Minus 50 in Fahrenheit is like minus 54-ish, somewhere in that range.
That's like where you go outside, your face just freezes off.
Well, I took 60 seconds to walk from work to my vehicle, and my knuckles had frost burn on it. It was pretty awesome.
I'm sorry, buddy.
It's amazing.
All right, here we go. We got Paul Gomez, Circus Mysteries, Scooby-Doo meets Criminal Minds, an ensemble cast of apprentices in a circus. Coming of age.
Ray and his friends are going to be like those guys. You ever see those guys who, when they were younger, they were like, we're going to reshoot Indiana Jones frame by frame, shot by shot, just themselves, like with their friends.
Get it sweeted, like that kind of thing.
For you, it's going to be you're just going to go refilm Empire Strikes Back because you got
cut open the tauntaun and stuff.
Yeah.
It's off here. That's a
your
good
friend into a moose somewhere, and it'd be great.
Dude, I'm telling you, you do not want to mess with a moose. Like their antler span is like wider than any vehicle that you drive. Like they mess you right up. I would cut one open and stuff a friend in it if I had to save his life, though. Definitely.
Okay. You got balls, bro. I ain't fucking with no moose. What'd you guys call it? Multiple Mises? I'm not fucking with the Mises.
Gooses, geese, mooses, meese. Done.
There you go.
All right. Oh, we got 32 people watching right now. All right. And we got a ton of people.
It's that laser blast hashtag. It's working. It's working.
All right. We got Grande coming back. Okay, since Champion won't say it, I will. Here, take a look. If you laugh in the first page, you have to buy it. Okay. All right. Good evening, gentlemen. And Ray. Victor, what's up, Victor? How you doing, bud? How's everything?
Shout out to
How's
Mr.
it going,
Medina.
All right. We're down to 31 people, but we got 15 people in the chat. All right, so a little bit under half have chimed in. I like this. And for those who are just chiming in, just checking this out.
You'll have to watch back for the laser blast discussion.
No,
Come back later.
Yeah,
Oh, we can rediscuss it. We can definitely
what
do
we're
that.
doing tonight, though, is one lucky winner in the chat will win a digital copy of New York versus the World #1 and 2. Will win a digital copy of Antoinette and Goth
No,
Day.
physical copies.
Physical copy. Oh, we're gonna need your address. Ooh, physical copy from Tom. All right. Digital copies of Madcaps 1 and 2 from Ray, and digital copies of Dreamweavers 1, 2, and 3.
No, Magi's Grace 1 through.
Magi's Grace. Excuse me. Digital copies of Magi's Grace 1, 2, and 3 from Calderon. All right.
I gotta say, one of my favorite things is the very first issue, where the rips the lady out of the werewolf, the skin, and the skin's still alive, and they just like have to like set it on fire to kill the skin of the werewolf. That was pretty awesome. I like that a lot.
Very nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah, I pictured it in my head where like Magi is fighting, like he's it's constantly jumping on him. He's constantly like it can't beat him and really hurt him, but it's still trying to eat him.
Yeah. It's like a bear skin rug that's come to life. And he just sets it on fire.
Yeah.
Love it.
Thank you everybody who's been joining us so far tonight. This is really, I'm sorry, I got a parking lot outside. I don't know if you guys can hear all the horns in the fight. Somebody's about to get shot in East New York in about 10 minutes. But here we go. We're going to show Ray's book, which is going to be launching when, bud?
It's going to be March or April, somewhere in that range, when the snow out here starts to melt.
Okay. All right, and it's the Bad
It's funny because it's true.
Yeah.
So you want 30-second pitch?
Let's go. 30-second pitch, baby.
Imagine a 4-way buddy cop scenario where these friends find out this little drug lead where they think it has something to do with a local undead outbreak. As the story progresses, all 3 issues takes place in one night, but as the story progresses, they bite off a bit more than they intended to. And there's lots of awesome happening. Magic, melee, monsters, mayhem, a whole macabre of zany stuff by issue 3. That would be in a nutshell, I'd say.
30 seconds.
Say again? That's
Way
it.
over 30 seconds.
All right, and if you are interested in it when it launches, the link is right in the chats. So
almost at 100 followers at 97 right now.
I'll bring it to 100 followers. That's all you got to do is hit the button. So you want to know what's coming in, all right? And next week, Tom is going to be launching his book, right?
Wednesday,
hold
so
on.
we got
Hold on
5
a
days.
second. Hold on a second. I got a question for Ray.
What's up?
Hold on. Ray, you said a word. Macabre.
Yep.
Okay.
He's Canadian. What do you want?
I know. Because we pronounce it macabre.
Oh, it might be because I hang around with a lot of French people.
No. The British also pronounce it as macabre.
Eh?
Yeah. No.
Macabre,
No.
Macabre, eh? Yeah. See.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. It was. I interviewed a guy once. He said macabre one time, and I looked at him and I was like, "Have I been?" I thought I had a stroke. I was like, "Have I been mispronouncing this word for the last 20 years?" And the British do pronounce it macabre.
Well, and I've heard it macabre.
Oh yeah.
Macabre.
I hear that all the time too. Macabre.
I never.
In the U.S., it's pronounced macabre.
Macabre.
Yeah, I always thought
Touché.
that was a joke. I'm sorry.
You have to excuse my accent.
You know, you were being.
Je ne sais pas qu'est-ce que c'est tabarnak. Like, I don't know.
No, what the fuck? I don't know.
Now we have to make a book about a Canadian and call it macabre, eh?
I'm in.
That's for real. That's
Yes, have a gray hoodie and a blue
That's how it
hat.
comes together, folks. That's how it comes together. This is it. This is synergy. We got the chat jumping. I want to thank everybody who's hanging out here in the chat.
So British and French, but in the States it's pronounced differently. I heard you guys 25-cent coins instead of saying quarter. Some, depending on the areas, you say quarter instead, but
It's
I guess that's minor. And
It's a quarter.
Well, it's like, it's what is it? Aluminium.
I say aluminum.
Okay, Ray, let me give you New York speak. All right,
Okay.
because New York
Let's hear
speak is totally different than the rest of America speak, stuff like that, right? So
Versus the world, not just America.
Right? It's the U.
Quarter.
The quarter, right, is a W, right? So you're gonna go quarter.
It sounds like how the British say water.
Water, right?
Yeah,
right?
it's all dialect. It is quarter,
Right.
but it's dialect. So
Right.
depending on where you're at,
Right.
it'll get a little bit of a different,
I like it.
Okay, I remember Gwyneth Paltrow one time tried to be refined and on one of these award shows, right? And she was spotlighting Anthony Hopkins, right? And she said, Anthony, right? And I'm like, come on. Now,
As she's taking a drink out of her Burger King shake.
she was really close to saying it the way we do it here in New York, right? It's Anthony, right?
Yeah.
So here she was trying to elevate it, right? And that's my cousin Anthony. That's it. Now it's Anthony, it's Tony, right? But hey, yo, I'm going to Anthony's house. That's how we say it. And here she is, and she went in. She tried to be all prim and proper, and Anthony, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
So I have a question. I have a Canadian question.
I may have a Canadian answer.
I have a Canadian question. So you guys have dollar coins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like only dollar coins?
Are you saying
dollar?
there's no bills? Like
right?
we
Yes,
we
like
have
paper?
$1 coin, $2 coin. Everything above that is in bills.
So how bruised are your strippers then?
Yeah.
You know what? I wouldn't know, but I've heard people make jokes about like magnets on chains to collect afterwards, like kind of thing. But I
would think the opposite, Tom. I would think they're high end. They start they're
5 and up, baby.
It's the $5
minimum.
Yeah, bro.
Well, you got to remember, $5 Canadian is like $2 here.
That's
$2.
pretty accurate. Yeah.
What was it?
No.
It's $1.95. You know what? I'm going off of
just over half.
Covers money.
Talking about that,
right? Oh yeah, you guys are something. Guys, we got this chat jumping tonight. Hold on. I want to thank everybody who's
hashtag laser blast.
It's like not the laser blast, right? No, not the laser blast. All right.
They come for the laser blast.
Okay, we stopped here with Daphne. Actually, it's best to have two different types of pitches depending on the occasion. The worst is throwing you 2-line pitch, and the person goes, and then what? Yep. Understood. That has to go back to something where we said where you read the room, right?
Yep.
That secondary layer of the pitch.
Never get discouraged if your pitch doesn't work. Don't get into like your pitching and moaning kind of thing. Don't you know, eh?
Yeah.
Two beavers and a werewolf out, eh?
All right. The MST3K laser blast is on Tubi.
See?
I'm going to stay away from that with two Green Lantern Burks. Ain't going to happen, bro. All right. Vintage science fiction that defined a genre and became a cult classic.
All lies. All of it lies.
No, man. There you go.
She needs to go work for Full Moon Studios, I think.
Oh, yeah,
that could be like the meme on the bottom of a picture, somebody doing this.
I think so. Lorraine, you joke about Netflix making a remake of Laser Blast, but they're one old show purchase.
Do you see what's happening right now? How much there's no Laser Blast talk on the internet.
So except for us. Associated with Laser Blast.
What we should do is find.
I will watch James Cameron's Avatar a million times before I watch Breaking Bad once. You are the fucking bomb, Daphne. There you go, baby.
We're going to do a Canadian version of Breaking Bad, but we're going to call it Breaking Glad, and everything works out. The guy starts off terrible, makes good decisions, and he just like progresses in life. And the sun shines at his funeral. The end.
Ray, I was in a doctor's office waiting room when they were putting homes on homes, right? The
Mike Holmes
guy, Mike Holmes, right?
Yeah.
So, homes on homes, right? And he kept mentioning the hydro, and I'm like, they do fucking weed in the houses with the renovation? No, that's how you reference the fucking water.
Yes, hydro. Yeah, that's right.
I was like, what the fuck? All right, so here we go. Put that in Chat GPT for the pitch. No, we don't use Chat GPT.
We don't need Chat GPT.
Yeah,
that uses up the hydro.
Yep, that's right.
The hydro. Oh my God, we got this running. Here we go. Oh, the Fight Club people, don't get me started. Yeah, stay away from that. Niobe Duck Bucks. Daphne, and I thought they smelled bad on the outside, referencing the miso, the moose, or the tauntaun. Dave Ryan chiming in.
Dave.
What's up, bud?
Dave.
Hey, Maria, how we doing, babe? If you got to laugh on the first page, you have to buy it. Is the pitch for Girls of Terra X? Wow.
Terra Triple X.
Yeah.
Girls
Okay.
of Glazing.
All right, here we go. We got Pigtails. That's the pitch. Okay.
Fun. I like it. Shout out to
Same
Mr.
with
Higgins.
Daphne. David Flynn just watching Breaking Bad in reverse. It's a completely different experience.
There you go. That's the Canadian. That's the Canadian version. Is he starts bad and ends
Breaking
up bad.
Glad.
Yeah,
Breaking
yeah,
Glad.
There you
Done.
go. It's better than Ozark.
hysterical. I love
Apparently, apparently, you do that with country music. If you play it in reverse, you get your dog back, your house back, your woman back.
that. Yeah. I like this.
Where the F is this other chat happening at? It's not. Oh, you got to. Oh, okay. I got to put them on because you're on Facebook, but we also got.
There's Facebook and YouTube. So
on YouTube, then
depending on where you're
yeah
watching, you get different chats.
Yeah. So we'll do the best to keep putting them up, bud. All right. And is Breaking Bad better than Ozark? Okay.
I have never seen Ozark.
Ditto.
I like Ozark 4 seasons.
But what's funny is if you like Ozark, you might like Breaking Bad.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't even really know what it is. I know Jason Bateman's in it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's like the only thing I know about the show.
And I'm a fan of Jason Bateman going back, to the oldies, to the 80s. Right.
I like him. The only thing I really like, I mean, he's okay in kind of anything, but I love him in Horrible Bosses. That movie is fucking across the board great.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
Bend
All right.
over and show the 50 states.
Well, somebody who's not a horrible boss is Mr. Tom over here, and he's got his book coming out
You
next
can't
week.
prove that.
No, I haven't heard any of the people that work for you with you say schmack about you. All right. Oh,
Well, I mean, I literally have people messaging me right now with art and stuff, so I guess it's all going fine.
This is where we find out how many characters Jay's password is. Darn it.
Yeah, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Wait, is this the book? Yeah, this is the book, right?
Mhm. Yeah, we launched this on next Wednesday or this coming Wednesday, the 28th. 28th, 9 p.m. Eastern time.
And here we go. We got The Legend of Oz returns for an all-new story for its 15th anniversary. Ginger has released the Gnome King and has been granted the use of 4 monstrous hunters to complete her quest for revenge against the Kalidas that killed her family. Nice. Way to be. Clear and concise.
But the
Launch
pitch
it
for the
January-
book is, as a whole,
Uh-huh.
Legend of Oz is a Western reimagining of the Wizard of Oz. So instead of ruby slippers, Dorothy's got ruby spurs, ruby bullets. Toto's her horse. Still has all the fantasy stuff. You'll see the flying monkeys, the witches, the haunted forest. But Oz as a world is grounded in the Wild West.
Okay. Look at that. Look at all this stuff. Here we go. Ginger's Quest begins. Okay. And she launches next week on Wednesday, guys.
On Wednesday.
And for those of you who have been following us for a little while now, you know that we were talking about a very I'm sorry, I just saw so many comments. I'm trying to keep going with this. We're talking about a crossover that we're doing, right? And I think it's time to show some of the things that in the crossover. What do you think, Tom? What do you think, Calderon?
God damn, you've been asking me for a month, so go ahead.
Yeah, boy. All right. Let me get that ready. Why don't you? While I get that ready, why don't you pitch it, guys?
I pitched it last time.
Calderon?
So
I don't do pitching.
I want to clarify which crossover. Are we talking the Critter Oswald New York versus the World with Laser Blast?
No.
Negative.
How can you spoil that? Jeez.
Negative all day.
Not yet. We're
No,
working on it.
so, all right.
Whoa, hold on. I'm being dense here. Were we okay? I apologize.
So
I'll get my DeLorean and fix this. I
JD
apologize.
Calderon, Marvin Wynn, Rob Moltari, and myself are all kicking in together here for this year for 9 campaigns throughout the year. We will all be doing a special trading card with our characters on it. Right there. There's Marvin's character. So this is a creators collection card set. It will all have that same frame, and you'll see the numbers: 1 of 9, 2 of 9, 3 of 9, whatever. And we'll have these throughout the year. So the first one will be next week. It'll be Legend of Oz. It'll have Gale on it. You'll see it in a minute. And then Calderon will be coming out, and Rosario will be coming out, and then Moltari and Rob as they're going along throughout the year. But on the back of the card will also be a brand new image, like the old school puzzles, where you have the card and there's the 9-piece puzzle. So when you put it in your plastic sheets, you'll get the 9-piece puzzle that's a crossover of 5 characters in one big image. And
Jim Lee's X-Men trading card set, that Danger Room picture.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So you get front, and this art is all original art, guys. So these are not covers being repurposed for art. It's all original art being used for these cards. So you get a nice piece of original art on the front. You get a whole big crossover puzzle on the back. These will all be the first stretch goals for all of our campaigns. So it'll be very easy to unlock them all.
So the first card that is going to be released in the set is this one here, which is Tom's.
Cool.
All right. This is my book for Vicky Sticks. That'll be the third one that comes out.
Yeah, so the first 3 are going to be really quick.
These are the first 3, right?
Yeah,
this is Calderon. So he will be the second one that comes out.
Yeah.
And we're not going to show you what's on the back because that's part of the draw. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And don't know if Marvin or Rob's will be card number 4.
Yeah, I think Marvin's going to be 4 just based on some timing. And then, but once we have sort of the dates, we'll kind of lay it out for everybody more specifically, so you guys know where to be and what to expect. There'll be 5. So there's 5 different creators, and then Rosario, myself, and Calderon will all have one more card throughout the year. That'll fill out 9. And Moltari.
Yeah. I can't wait to get this in your hands, everybody. This is really cool. So the first one, again, this one here, Gale, will be released next. Excuse me. These are the first stretch goals.
Right.
Yes.
First stretch goals.
Right. So you'll have an opportunity at this with Tom's next week.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, boy.
All right, let me get back to some of this over here. We got Dan. The Bateman State Farm commercials are pretty good.
Yep, those are good. I like them.
Matthew, what's up, buddy? I like this video, and so can you.
That's a good pitch. That's a great pitch.
All right, Niobe, tune in to JD Calderon February 13th, where he interviews me and Sam Quinton 1-on-2.
Okay, coming up.
All right, here we go. Jay's password is Laser Blast. I hate that.
Laser Blast rocks with an X.
It is never going away. Never ever going away.
The scary thing is I could have used that. Now I can't. All right. Critter Oswald, take my money. Yeah, brother. Hey, Maria, love it. Thank you, baby. We love you too. All right. And look at that. Matthew, he made comment number 19, guys. Holy smokes. All right. We dropped a little bit. We're back down to 24 people watching the video, but thank you, everyone who has stayed around for this.
That's what happens when you pitch Kickstarters.
We stopped talking about Laser Blast. That's what happened.
Laser tag. Oh,
Laser Blast. Matt, I started.
Blaster tag.
Blaster tag.
I liked laser tag. I did. And I like photon also.
One of the tricks about laser tag is you use a knife to conserve ammo. You don't want to get crazy. Like, get in close, problem solved. Did I say that out loud? Sorry, continue.
fucked up, bro. I mean, you're playing against 10 and 11-year-olds. What do you need the knife for?
Makes me feel like a man. Back off. Come on.
That's laser laser tag. That's a good Breaking Bad reference too.
Oh yeah, guys, you guys. Calderon, don't you have a book? When's your book coming out, bud?
Like I said, after Tom's, before yours.
Yeah, but you don't have the. Isn't the pre-launch?
I have an exact date.
Sometime after today.
Yeah, sometime after today. What's funny is just before I came onto this show, I was packing books from my last campaign. So I got to get that done tonight to get out before the snowstorm.
Oh, yeah, that ain't going to happen. I'll tell you right now, bro. All right, so we got, for those of you who are not in New York, we got one hell of a snowstorm coming. We're looking, well, excuse me. It's not what.
Well, we don't know. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's a maybe.
We're looking at, what do you mean we don't know yet? We know it's coming. We know it's coming.
Yeah, but you know how it is, man. We're gonna have it's gonna be 14 inches, and then it's like
18 inches, and it starts tomorrow night.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Yeah, I know Ray's laughing at us. He's like
amateurs.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the most snow I've ever seen out here in New York, I think the most we've ever got is like 4 feet.
Jesus Christ! I have been here now for about 10 years in Michigan. And I've never seen more than about 8 inches at once. And even when I was in Chicago, I don't think I ever saw more than about maybe a foot. Maybe.
No, there was a blizzard, I believe it was in 78. It was about 4 feet. Then we had one in
96 was the last great big one. 2006. They're making a big thing about the sixes in New York City. And like every 10 years, we're getting a heavy one. But 1996, I remember that. Yeah. I remember it being more than about 4 feet. But here's the thing, guys. Right? This is a major metropolitan area. Ray, I don't know where you're at. You know, I don't know what it looks like with you guys. Tom, I know you got a lake in the backyard, so you know, snow. The kids are just going to play hockey in the back.
They're out there ice fishing.
We have trains shut down. You know, we have a labyrinth down there. It just goes like legitimately dark. The whole city just stops. It may be the city that never sleeps, but it's the city that can't get to work when you got no way to get there, you know?
Well, if you don't have the infrastructure to adapt with all that snow all at once, it makes sense to shut the city down. Like, it'd be crazy not to.
It's
and it'll last for a day. Like the shutdown will last for like a day. It's not
right, because they got to clean the streets.
Yeah,
right. They dump the snow in the water because where else are they going to do it? And then, you know, you push it up against the building, it ain't going to happen out here. But the thing is, the folks out here go crazy. Get the milk, get the butter, get the bread. You know, and it's like,
but he stocks up on toilet paper for no reason.
You know what's funny? My cousin lived in Georgia. They had this much snow, right? They had that's all they had, and they shut down like highways, bro. They
cover your ears and don't touch metal poles with your tongues.
They were not ready for any of it. Lorraine says they're scheduled for a foot in Maryland. I used to live close. I know what's up. I know what's happening out there. Why does JD want to know the stripper conversion in Canada? Damn it. I'm going to sleep on the couch tonight, guys.
5 bottles of maple syrup equals $1.
Laser Blast is on Amazon. You can just watch that.
Ain't going to happen. Ain't going to happen. All right. Tom has never seen 8 inches.
It's not true. I've seen Laser Blast.
That's what
there you go.
Expected 4 inches here in Texas. The state is closing. Damn. People are acting like we don't live in New York City.
One of my favorite novels I've read for superheroes when I was a kid, there's a Spider-Man one that had him and Human Torch taking on Venom, and it's in the wintertime, and it talks about New York having rough winters at times, and the description they used for Peter Parker swinging through the buildings was the snow being hard enough. It's bad enough that you're swinging at a high velocity, but with the snow, he had to use his spider sense, not really seeing where he was going, kind of thing. I loved the description of that. It gave me a nice little idea of a New York feel. I really liked that a lot.
So Spider-Man's a bit. You can't see through the snow.
Well, you have those lenses and no windshield wipers. I guess the new one, he's got those little blinky things, but
You said, was it a novel?
Yes. Let me look it up.
All right, because what's funny is my friend Steve wrote there was 3 of those novels. He wrote one of them.
Oh, get out of here! Look at that.
Yeah. He also wrote a trilogy of X-Men novels.
Siege, Sanctuary, and Salvation.
Yeah, I get it. It came out from Byron Price Visual.
Oh man, who's this fella? I want to talk to them. I love
nerd
those
stuff
books.
is going on right now.
You're darn right it is.
Crazy nerd stuff.
Look at this connection.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Legit.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I want to talk to this person.
Yeah, Steve's like my brother from another mother. So
Wow, that is so
He was
cool.
the one that couldn't get his connection was wonky about 2 weeks ago.
yes,
On your show? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I got to bring him back on because he wants to do a Kickstarter. He wants to do a Kickstarter eventually.
Just to clarify, the X-Men novel series, that's where they split up. Some take on Magneto, takes over Manhattan, and the other half have to take on the Shi'ar.
I don't remember. It's been a long. I don't remember. It's
Oh
been a long
man,
time since I read
that's
them.
a conversation for another time. I guess.
It's well, there was they produced it as a big chunky book, so it has all 3 books in one. There's also the individual books, but look if it was printed up by Byron Price Visual. If those are his, then that's his. Yeah.
Okay. All right, we got Green Lantern coming back in. They've been hyping in the news. I don't even want to tell you what it's like in the Bay Area this weekend. Oh, San Francisco, Oakland. Which side, bud? Way to be.
Down in the 50s. God help him.
I'd kill for the 50s right now. I'd kill for the 50s. Rod Espinoza, Hope Dream Weavers Kickstarter does well. Way to be, Rod.
Appreciate
that. Dude, Rod made 20 different commenters tonight. Way to be, brother. And for those of you who are just coming into the show, tonight you're going to be able to win 2 digital copies over here, New York versus Will, number 1 and 2. Copies of Golf Day and Antoinette from Tom. 3 copies digital of Magi's Grace from JD Calderon. And 2 digital copies from Ray of Madcaps 1 and 2.
Maybe I'll do a remark, a laser blast remark on the Antoinette right here.
Can you tell me what's a remark?
Remark is when you draw on the book.
Yeah, but it's like a little mini sketch.
Just
like
a little doodle on the book.
Sketch, doodle.
So why don't they say a mini sketch?
Because they call it a remark. Because it sounds fancier. So it sounds fancier. So
because you remark a graphic novel, but you doodle on a comic book.
Right.
I don't get that.
And you can charge more for a remark.
I don't get the terminology with this shit. I don't fucking get it, bro. You know, I remember hearing on a couple different podcasts, and they were audio, that people were putting a book plate as a stretch goal with their Kickstarters.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fucking book plate was.
Book plate is a piece of paper that generally has autographs on it, and it's much easier to send those out and get signed than to send 1,000 books somewhere. So you get the book plate that has signatures and sometimes like a COA or something on it too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you can also get those with remarks on them. And if you know what you're doing, you could tip them into your book.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean tip them into the book? Excuse me.
It's literally like gluing them into your book.
Oh.
Like if you've ever seen a novel, sometimes you'll open it up and it'll have a tip in. And that's what it's called. It's called a tip in. So.
Not the flap on the
No. Like a hardcover, and then on the inside there'll be like a little card, and it's tipped in. It's literally glued in, but there's a special type of glue you have to use. So,
like the sleeve where you put the library card holder, right? That everybody's checked out, something like that.
No, it's just on there. It's just glued on there.
Glued on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's a special type.
You just get a glue stick from Staples. You'll be fine.
It's a glue stick. You'll fuck up that book.
Listen, this is a first for me, guys. I'm not familiar with all the terminology.
Put a little dab of rubber cement. And just stick it on there.
Rubber cement will work?
No,
stick it on there.
Rubber cement.
But it's a hard cover. It's not it's gonna bleed through.
It's not archival material. Okay,
that's true.
You want to use archival glue.
That's true. That's
archival glue. Okay.
That's true.
I've never heard of archival glue before.
Holy shit.
Dude, you were the one that was the print broker. I don't know, bro. Come on. I send this shit fucking to...
It's just like a stamp. You just lick the back. Yeah. Stick it on there.
Just stick it on. There you go. Just lick it and stick it. That's it.
Slap.
I know
like
that.
Putting that on a shirt too.
Just look at his ticket. Bam, there you go.
Make it that somebody's putting stamps on an envelope in the picture, but the person is actually a hot dog.
There you go.
I don't know. I don't get that one.
Too deep of a cut. Never mind. Won't go there.
Yeah. I don't get it. I don't get it. What,
That's okay. That's all right. I think Tom gets it, but I'm not going there.
is it a Midwestern thing? Is that?
Nope, definitely not Midwestern.
No.
It is universal.
Jay is the best. Jay is the best. We have to teach him everything. It's great. I love it.
I grew up in East New York. I don't want to say I'm sheltered, right? But there's a whole load of references that I know. Calderon probably knows some of them, and you guys won't get. I'm not throwing them your way. I'm not trying to gatekeep. I'm not trying to, put you guys down. Help me understand. And this is what the internet is for, right? If it wasn't for this, I probably never would have met you, bro. So I'm happy about this whole internet streaming and comic book world. Tom, same thing. I don't know. Maybe you would have ended up moving on the East Coast. You should start in the West.
Nope. Nope. That would never happen.
Bro,
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
You drove to upstate New York, which might as well be Canada. Okay, let's be honest there. All right,
I'll drive there. I will not live there.
That's not part of New York. Anybody wants to know? All right, it's not. New York is the 5 boroughs, maybe Long Island, maybe Yonkers, but that's it.
What about Buffalo, New York? We'll just tie it all together.
No, Buffalo, keep that. You can keep that, bud. It's all right. Don't worry.
That's where the Goo Goo Dolls are from. They can't be that bad. Everybody's like, shut up. Don't even bring them up.
No, I like the Goo Goo Dolls.
They're Buffalo boys.
Get out of here. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're from Buffalo.
I was hit and miss.
Goo Goo Dolls are Buffalo boys. That's a shirt right there. Goo Goo Dolls are Buffalo boys. That's
Buffalo
a shirt.
Boys, why don't you come on?
That might be $1 million shirt.
You see, Lorraine, sometimes we're cool. Sometimes Lorraine, I'm telling you right now.
Speak for yourself. I'm always cool. My mom says so.
Well, that's because you live in Canada.
I'm taking Long Island. I'm taking Yonkers because we really don't want Staten Island. You know what I'm saying? So if we got to take that, we're going to take the other two. All right, Staten Island is really part of Jersey. If people don't know, we don't want to hear it all. But okay, Goo Goo Dolls, Buffalo. I'm with it. I like Buffalo. I was hit and miss with it. I liked Ontario. I enjoyed Ontario.
Ontario's an interesting place. That's where I'm from originally.
Out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a big province. It's pretty big.
Yeah. I see. I like Canada. I think I made reference to it last week.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you watching, right? I was able to name almost every major body of water. Thank you.
Yes.
Off of my chest. Don't ask me to do that now. It's not going to happen.
There's Round Lake and Capel Valley in his own book.
Yes.
It's pretty awesome.
Thank you, sir. You know
Check
what?
out Vicky Sticks. Check out his book.
Oh, speaking of Vicky Sticks, I'm sorry. Let me
Sorry.
just show that. Let me just show that over here, guys.
There you go.
Vicky's gonna be
That's a
launching.
segue right there.
There we go.
There you
Vicky's
go.
gonna be
Blame
launching
Canada. You got the segue.
on Friday night, February 13th. For those who are interested,
Review coming soon.
this is it. Covered by Larry Toussaint. Interiors by Donnie Hariwijaya, and written by me. As I mentioned in my pitch earlier, we are reinterpreting Frankenstein's monsters, the story of Frankenstein's monster here in New York City with a female lead, and she is the protector of all creatures that go bump in the night. And for those of you who have backed us before, all you got to do is come back for this one, and you're going to be getting a brand new holochrome trading card at no extra cost. All right, we don't have the frequent flyer club setup here. We don't have that little card that you punch 7 times to get your free coffee or ice cream. What I have is a list of everybody who's ever backed me based here on Kickstarter, and all you got to do is come back. That's it, and you're going to be getting this. Now, if this is your first time and you want it, you can still add it to your package. It's a $5 card, and then maybe if you come back for our next one, you will be able to receive our other holochrome trading card when that campaign launches. Oh, Green Lantern Berks, look at this. I drove John from Goo Goo Dolls one time when I worked for a car service. Nice dude. Way to be, bro. Way to be. You see, what gets around, right? Now, when it comes to pitches, And I kind of bring that all back, right? When it comes to pitches. Yeah.
Full circle.
Do you think other creators out there need to learn more about how to pitch their book?
Yes.
Okay.
Because most don't
Okay.
at all. Like they really have. I've seen some disastrous moments of like, this is my book.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And
Tom, I got a question for you there. Do you feel it's kind of like where Image unintentionally fell short when they started, like check out our art and not really talk about the rest?
I mean, it was sort of variable. Like Todd was very telling you what it is. But he also had a very tight concept. You know, dude dies, goes to hell, sells his soul. Like he has a really tight concept. Wildcats, no one knows what the fuck Wildcats is to this day. No one knows what that is, right?
Yeah.
You know, Will's Potasio and Wetworks again was a little bit tighter, but it was still bizarre. You know, it had like these symbiote armor guys that were fighting vampires, so you still kind of had a little bit of tightness, but it was still kind of wackadoo. Liefeld had Youngblood, which was supposed to be remember this was back in the day before like social media and stuff. They were supposed to be like rock star superheroes, like in the public eye, in the media, and all that kind of stuff. So again, he had kind of a nice tight concept. So it was very variable how all that stuff was done. But yes, Image was always, I mean, it's their Image. They're not called Image for nothing. It came from, we are all artists. Look at what we do. And by the way, there's a story.
Do you feel nowadays it's kind of the same thing?
No story there. No story. Look at the artwork. Look at the artwork. There's no
that art was magic for its time. Can't deny him that.
It was, man. I mean, Todd McFarlane was the man back in the day. So was Jim Lee. You know, Rob was interesting.
Rob was Rob.
Rob was Rob. It was interesting. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
Was there any truth to that Youngblood was like his reboot for the Teen Titans, the way X-Force was the reboot to New Mutants?
Youngblood was originally called Executioners, and his Marvel guys said fuck off. And so that was sort of one of those little things that sort of instigated Image in happening, where he was like, well, I'm just going to make my own stuff. And he changed it to Youngblood, obviously, but it was just, you know, they were all creating on the side, just doing their own stuff. But and then when Image came around, it was like, oh yeah, we have these things that we tinker around with, and they all became stuff. So yeah, like Savage Dragon was around, it was published like back in the 80s, back in the zine days. There was Savage Dragon stuff. Yeah. He wasn't called like Savage Dragon. He didn't have the huge fin. He just had kind of like a thin fin, but it was the basic Savage Dragon. And so Larson just took that and said, yeah, we'll just expand on my dragon. And we'll image it up and make it current. And I have never heard Will Spertasio talk about where Wetwork came from. That's like the only one that seems like it sort of appeared because he had the opportunity, and he just like created it. I may be wrong. He may have been doing something for a long time, but that's the only one of the original like 7 or whatever that like it's because it wasn't what Wills was doing. Like Wills was doing X Factor and stuff like that before he switched over.
He was on the X-Men line. He was on the X-Men.
Yeah, but X Factor is part of it before he went over.
Yeah.
And there was no vampires or symbiote stuff happening. So the you know with Cyberforce, that's just X-Men coming over with robot parts and stuff. You know.
Same thing with Wildcats. That was just X-Men.
Yeah, Wildcats was X-Men. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Potasio came over with something that was like, where did that come from? And I'd love to know the answer where that came from.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to be cutting out soon, but before we do that,
so we were going to stay on till midnight.
Negative all day, baby. But we've had 20 people in the chat tonight. Last week we had 17. Way to be. We got as high as 32 people watching tonight. So I want to say thank you to everybody who dropped the line in the chat. Okay, here we go. We're going to put this together so we can find out who wins all of the stuff that we've been promoting tonight.
I heard a good.
Take out the friends and family again. Get a lot of friends and family in that list.
There was friends and family. It's all right. Don't worry about it. They're in there. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, baby. All right.
I'm 1 through 17. Just so you know.
All right.
All my Phantom.
We got 1 through 20 going. All right, and the winner is number 2 again.
This sounds like it's rigged.
Yeah.
No.
Either that or that program is broken.
It's number 2 every time.
It's
Everybody's waiting for the first comment so they could be the second.
And then they leave when they're number 3.
Yeah. But I will say this: number 2 is Ray McKay.
Wrong Ray. Darn it, I was close.
All the way up in Canada.
Oh, maybe it was a Phantom account.
All right, here we go, Ray.
Okay.
He was the second person to comment, not the second comment. The second person to comment.
So Ray, you got to. Was he a YouTube guy or a Facebook guy?
He's a YouTube guy. I got his address.
You got his address. Okay, good.
He's a backer of mine.
Whenever I hear somebody from New York say, "I've got his address," you might as well be saying, "I know where you live." That's what it sounds like from my end.
Exactly what it means.
I've got his address. You know.
I know where he's at. Don't worry about it. See, it's just you bring it down a little bit, right? That's how you go, like New York.
I'm down to that.
Yeah, I know where he's at. Don't worry about it. We'll send it to him.
Done.
There you go.
I like it.
Just stay there. Just stay there. You'll get it. Right? That's it.
What's your favorite slang for like talking smack like that? Like you're gonna get yours, or we'll take care of them. Do you have like specific
get the fuck
slang?
out of my face. That's it. That's it.
Did you just say that?
I just say, get the fuck out of my face. You know. But look, I'm gonna say this. I wasn't born with my nose looking like this. Okay, it's got cracked a few times, kid.
I understand.
Right. But that's New York, right? You give as good as you get. That's how we grew up out here, baby.
Win some, lose some kind of nonsense.
That's it. You know.
Yeah.
But then I also grew up during a different time, right?
I say nonsense. I was trying to sound silly, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
I grew up in the 80s, man. You know what I mean? I grew up in the 80s, and people carried themselves differently, handled things differently.
I don't think you grew up.
I don't think I grew up either. But if you want to know where I grew up,
I don't think. But okay.
Yeah, you broke up for me. What was that? I lost you.
The storm has already hit his house.
Yeah. Shit. But there's a documentary on Amazon called The 7-5, or it was on Amazon, and it was the police precinct in my neighborhood. Watch it. You know where I grew up, dude.
In 50 years, there'll be a documentary called 6-7, and that's the end of the world when that happens.
I hope not. Oh my God. Jose says, "Mind
even I get pissed off at the 6-7 stuff."
Yeah. That is one of my favorite ones. Mind your neck.
Mind your neck.
See, but then he's being coy. Let's get to the point. Watch your fucking mouth, right? That's really what that means.
Well, kind of, yeah. I mean, but it's also mind your neck. Well, it's literally mind your neck. Depending where you're at.
Okay, yeah. But it's definitely for me. It's like watch your fucking mouth, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck you talking to? And shit like that. But
see, that's New York. In California, oddly enough, we didn't waste time with that. We just threw down.
Yeah.
It was just what
back in the day. I assume it's a little different.
Yeah. In the 80s, yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's the surprise.
We're just going to settle it now,
and it's done,
and then it's done, and then you move on, and
understood. But here's the thing about us here, right? Yeah. We always had this chip on our shoulders.
Honorable warriors of New York.
No, there's no honorable nothing. Right? So we want to make sure that we heard correctly, and we're not. It's not retribution for the wrong reason. You know what I mean?
I see.
Right? It's you fucking. Oh my God!
It's never for the wrong reason. Right? If you self-proclaim blood for the blood god first, you're good to go.
Here we go. JD went off to see Laser Blaster. Hey, that's how you get around the copyright scenario. Laser Blaster. Here we go.
Laser with a Z and a 0 for the E.
I can't say Z.
Laser.
I can't say Z, bud. Yeah,
Laser boy, and it's a chair shooting lasers out of it.
No. Great. Sometimes you're here, bro. Sometimes you're good. Sometimes you're good.
I am consistently bad, and eventually I break you. So we're good.
I can take the dad jokes.
That's
I can
the
take
trick.
the dad jokes. But this, and I don't know where the look at the hot dog was at. I don't know where that.
Yeah, that one. We'll leave that one be.
That
That's
right over me, baby.
like it and stick it. Like.
But we went an hour and a half tonight, guys.
That was the phrase.
I want to thank everybody who stuck with us this long. I appreciate it. I appreciate the chat. You guys had this jumping tonight. Thank you so much. All right. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get out of here, but we're gonna start with Tom, and we're gonna let people know where they can find you, bud.
You gotta wait 8 seconds, right?
Oh, like is he stroking out here? What's happening?
8 seconds. BigDogInc.com, guys. You can get books there. This 2026 is the 15-year anniversary of The Legend of Oz, which is why we are doing a brand new story arc. It starts in January, next Wednesday. We'll be doing Oz all throughout the year, including an anthology story in March for our BD 16 anthology that will have three stories in it, all Oz, and then the rest of our stuff that we do throughout the year. If you want to follow me, Facebook is where we do most of our stuff, but we do the Instagram and the Twitter and all that kind of stuff too. So you can find me on any of that stuff.
All right, Calderon, where can they find you, bud?
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all those different places. The OswaldChronicles.com, 12talesonline.com. Very soon back on Kickstarter, and this Sunday night with these gentlemen.
Yeah.
You know.
Way to be. All right. Ray, where can they find you, buddy?
You can find me on Facebook as DM Ray. I love me some Dungeons and Dragons. DM short for Dungeon.
I didn't know
Master.
that.
You do now.
Gee,
you do now.
You started
if
with
you
that.
didn't before, you do now.
Your first 8 seconds. I like D&D.
Yeah.
I like D&D. Like cancel. Hit that X button. Move on.
I think we need to Ray. We need to find you like a new headset, but with like elf ears.
I'll get Tom's cat ones and modify them. What happened to the cat ones? By the way?
Mic. I like the light mic.
You like the light mic?
It works.
It's very on.
Don't
get something else.
It's so bad.
It's like I could say instead of DM, I could be like Tron Ray. You like all the lighting kind of stuff. Anyways, I saw a lot of Canadians in the comments there. Help out a fellow Canadian and follow my pre-launch. We're almost at 100 followers, and we're going to be launching in the next couple of months. If you like medieval fantasy, if you like a little buddy cop story, if you miss your friends, this is definitely camaraderie to friendship. You can find me on Instagram as well as Raymond the DM. There's also a Facebook page strictly just for madcaps, but you could find me on any of those things.
I don't like any of those things, Ray.
That's okay. You don't have to like it. I said if, not you must.
Yeah, no, I know.
No, tell him he must.
Right? Oh, I know. Don't worry. I need you to know I don't like them. I love it.
I think Ray was about to say, I know where you live.
Michigan.
Across
not
the
that
pond,
big of a place,
baby.
right?
Across the pond.
There's only a couple of lakes. You can't miss me.
The Great Lakes.
And I am JD Rosario from Unstoppable Comics, and Comic Book Streamland is a part of that. So if you want to find our social media links, head on over to unstoppablecomics.com and you can find any way to contact us that you need. The Dead Princess Figgy Sticks launches on Kickstarter Friday night, February 13th. I hope you can join us. Sign up for the pre-launch page.
How did she get to become a princess if she's dead?
Oh, it's part of the story, Tom.
Oh, look at that.
Part of the story.
See what I just did for you?
Oh, I know. I thank you.
Questions are the new pitch. That's what he's trying to tell us.
Yes. Excellent. And as we stated earlier,
how does an undead monster become the princess of New York? That's your pitch right there.
Part of it.
How about just like really incoherent questions that don't actually add up? Be like, what's the difference between a duck? And they'd be like, what? You read the book. Done.
What?
Yeah.
I got to pay for an extra page to put that in there. No, don't read the book. No.
Right across that good art, right on the front, not even straight on an angle, right over the art. What's the difference between a duck? Right. Subtitle from Vicky Stick's subtitle.
There's a large gap between the U.S. and Canada. It's a great.
I don't know. I think we're bonding pretty well. I think that gap's narrowing.
Great. All right. Well, so that launches on Friday night, February 13th. We're going to be doing a live stream for that. I hope you can join us. And next Friday, we'll be back, 8 o'clock, Comic Book Streamland. Please join us. Hang out with us. Hopefully some of these guys will be back. And I'm going to be on Calderon's show.
6 in a row?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
6 in a row, buddy. Oh, yes, 6 in a row. And going back to last year, we're looking at
8 in a row.
6 of the last 8. Because I missed the week between Christmas and New Year's.
Oh, okay.
I missed that week.
Yeah, whatever then.
Yeah.
Just 6 in a row then.
6 in a row, yeah. But anyways, we're doing. I'm all over the place now. Thanks, Easter Bunny. So yeah, please join us next Friday. We're gonna be hanging out 8 o'clock with these guys talking comics. Oh man, we didn't even get to talk about the He-Man stuff.
We don't need to talk about that.
Son of a mother flower. All right, we got another. No, okay. We'll talk about He-Man time. Dude, I set up these great little things, man, for He-Man.
But what's going on with He-Man?
The He-Man trailer came out.
The trailer came out.
Oh, okay.
Look at
this,
or whatever, yeah. Look at this stuff, bro. Look at this stuff. We were talking about in the pre-show. Shit.
Are you sure that's just not AI generated?
No, it's 100%. I took it from the trailer.
I'm kind of disappointed that he didn't have the original voice, like, well, Skeletor, like that type of like.
Oh, there's even if he just had the echo, a little bit of echo, a little bit of something, yeah.
Nothing
What'll
says
be really
manliness
is when Jared Leto talks. Then you'll know. Then you'll know if you have He-Man or not.
Is he
truce? Bruce pulls out a Joker card.
Is he really playing Skeletor?
He's Skeletor.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. I don't know. He is. I don't know. Frank Langella, man.
Frank Langella went for it, dude. Yeah, Frank Langella brought legitimacy to the original one, right? But the director, the writer, the producer, they all know their lore. They put a lot into this. You can see from some of the screenshots, right? This over here, where he's grabbing the sword, was a conceptual image, one of the conceptual images to He-Man. And over on the right, the middle cabinet, you see Torak. That was one of the original conceptual illustrations going into it. I can't tell if the two figures on the top cabinets, the right and the left, are the last giant Masters of the Universe figures that were made or not. I'm not that familiar with it. It could be, may not be. But then also in the scene where you see the full body of Skeletor right next to him is a very obscure villain that showed up only in the animated series called Goatman. You can see screenshots of Mechaneck, Ram Man, Spikor, Trapjaw, Fisto.
I love Fisto.
Beastman's in there.
Beastman is in there as well. And a few others that are rumored to be in there. Don't know, like Triclops was rumored to be.
Well, and you saw Cringer in the.
We saw Cringer, right?
I think he has too much yellow on the fur on his head. I think there's not enough green up there.
Okay.
I know that's a minor.
He's very not green. Yeah, he's very not green.
He needs a little bit more green in him.
But they are laying into some of the groundwork set by the 2000 Masters of the Universe series, because he doesn't have the fur belt. He has the leather strap. He doesn't have the fur loincloth. He has the leather strap loincloth that was introduced in that first reboot. But he does have the bronze. I mean, not the bronze. He has the the Red Baron
The
chest
crest.
plate.
cross.
Chest plate.
Yeah. Which was removed for I don't know ethical reasons at one point, and they moved to the H. So bringing it back was a little weird.
Because it looks like the Iron Cross.
It looks like the Iron Cross.
It looks too Crusadesy.
No.
It's more from
Nazi Germany.
German Nazi.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
We had a whole war about it, Ray.
Nah,
Yeah.
Like it's the whole thing.
it was a whole thing. I was under a rock.
Okay, here we go. But we got Daphne also saying Prince Adam's running around in J. Crew button down, but it's mirroring the whole Prince Adam look.
Prince
right?
Adam look, yes.
Well,
The
yeah,
big
and for those
circle-
that don't know, there's a reason he's on Earth. Like there's a reason that he's there.
And that was established in the first cartoon series, right? And if they're doing that, does that mean his sister is into that as well?
Listen, I will say this right now: 100%. There is an Adora after credit scene.
Yeah, just her sword.
You know, that's a lot of people were upset by the Kevin Smith He-Man series. I wasn't. I liked it. I really did.
I was bored by it. It didn't do anything.
I
for me.
did. The one thing that I can say I'm upset about is that we never got to explore the kidnapping of Adora by Hordak. It was just one brief little snippet in the animated series, and we're not going to get it, which kind of sucked. I would have liked to see where it went. But you know, there was just one line in that animated series that I loved. It was so stupid. It was spoken by Mark Hamill, and it was in the episode where Merman showed up on the ship, which was played by the guy who did Batman. What's his name? The one
Kevin
that passed-
Conroy.
Mr. Conroy.
right? And he's rubbing the railing of the boat. And he goes, "Is this granite? What is this granite? Can we bring this to Snake Mountain?" You know, I just thought it was funny. But hold on, before we get out again, Green Lantern Burke, She-Ra's a separate license for the movie, probably. Yeah.
That's why they just show the sword. I'm calling it.
Yeah.
Listen,
I
I'm
don't-
taking
but you know
bets.
what? She
I'm
was in
taking
the-
bets.
If
There's
you watch
no
the
reason
documentary-
not to do it. Is my point, right?
If you
Like,
watch
if you're
the
going to come and do
documentary,
this, you lay the fucking
yeah, you have
picnic
to, right?
blanket down.
But if you watch the documentary for the first movie, she was supposed to be part of it. She was supposed to be part of the opening action sequence.
Mm.
And it was storyboarded. They took her out, right? But she was supposed to be part of it all. But okay, yes. So we got to touch on it.
Can I say one last point?
Yeah.
Jared Leto should be replaced by Gary Busey. I'll leave it at that for Skeletor. I'm sorry, I had to throw it out there. I think that'd be amazing, but
No.
I'll walk away now.
I'm gonna stay away.
I like Gary Busey, not in that role though. No.
Yeah.
Buttered sausage, man. Get it out of my face. I mean, that would just be amazing. But
You go with the sausages. You love.
you never seen that meme? That recent one with Gary Busey?
No.
He just rants about butter sausage for a couple minutes. It's pretty good.
All right. Well, listen, guys, we're gonna get out of here. All right.
I
Thank
know
you
what you're
again,
talking
everybody who
about.
hung
Ray.
out with
I know.
us. Have a good night. We'll see you next Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Take care.